6:51 here, Big 550 KTRS. Ryan Burrow joins us from our sister station up in Chicago with ABC. Good morning, Ryan Burrow.
Good morning. You ready to start talking baseball? We got to get through the Olympics. We got to get through the NCAA tournament, and then we can really focus in. But MLB right now is making some changes to try to speed up the game a little bit.
Yeah, last year they did away with the intentional walk, and the game sped up, or the game got longer. So I don't know how much time they're planning on shaving off baseball with these new rules. Explain it to us.
So here we go. We have 4 new rules are in effect, and 2 of them kind of work with each other. For example, the 6 mound visits per team per game, they believe is pretty crucial in reducing the length of these games, because what's happening is, managers are coming out, infielders are having meetings at the mound, the catcher continues to come out, changing up signals constantly. That's going to be reduced to 6 now. Each team gets 6 during the game. If they go into extra innings, then 1 per inning after that. But a big reason for all of these mound visits is basically because there's so many video cameras around now, teams are stealing signs. So they've got to change up signs, constantly changing up signs, letting the infield know, letting the catcher know, letting the pitcher know. We've got to change up signs. So actually, one of the things they're doing is implementing new phone lines that connect video review rooms and dugouts that are being installed, and they're actually being monitored by Major League Baseball. So the thought is less sign stealing, at least at the video level, will equal fewer mound visits. I guess we'll just have to see how that plays out.
What happens after a team has fulfilled their 6 mound visits, and then the first baseman comes over and uses the rosin bag and starts talking to the pitcher?
Yeah, now I do want to point out there are some special circumstances. For example, if there's an injury involved or kind of something weird, maybe a beach ball on the field or something like that that's going to take up time, no harm, no foul there. But as of now, there's no punishment in place other than the league will look for these chronic abusers of these rules and will take action at some point. I don't know if that's going to mean suspension or a fine or anything like that, but it sounds like, if you've got a pitcher that is consistently trying to meet with the catcher or vice versa, they're going to say, look, you guys got to break this up, or there will be some kind of penalty at a later date.
All right, what about the half inning? They're going to cut the half inning by 20 seconds, which means less commercial time. I can't imagine they're going to sell less commercials.
Well, here's what they want. They want more production in that 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Right now, pitcher gets 8 pitches, and they can take their time to get those mandatory 8 warm-up pitches. Now that's not the case. When that clock starts at 2:25 at the end of the inning, you can get as many pitches in as you want, but by that 25-second mark, that pitcher's making their last warm-up pitch. It must be delivered by the 20-second mark. Batter must be in the box at 0, and the pitcher must be ready to go at 0.
Mm-hmm. And what happens if they're not?
Same deal. If you've got a chronic abuser, the league's going to step in and say something. Now, you've already got a lot of players saying, look, you can't speed up the game. That's not the way the game's going. But we'll see once this gets enacted how strict they are on it and what the punishment is. If you've got one person who consistently is against doing it, then maybe there will be a fine. Maybe there will be a suspension. We don't know.
You can speed up the game if you force the batter to stay in the batter's box and not readjust his glove every pitch.
Yeah. You've got all these nervous twitches that these batters have. They've been trying to keep them in the box as best they can, and I think a lot of this too is going to go down to the umpires, right? The umpires are used to a certain pace, so for them to speed it up might be a challenge on their end as well.
Well, the umpires need to start calling strikes. Just call more strikes and make them swing the bat. All right.
Well, you've got a lot of teams that have, really started taking a lot of pitches, and I think that's what's made these games over 3 hours now. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention too, the time of the pitcher changes begins when the pitcher crosses the warning track when they come from the bullpen. So there's a timer that will be put on them. That's why you're starting to see a lot of teams considering bringing back the golf carts.
Oh, that's the best.
Bring the pitchers back. Yeah.
The golf cart was the best with the hat. With the hats would switch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Mets had it, right? I think the Indians had it. I can't remember any other team.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals had some type of, but yeah, it was a big deal. All right. Thank you, Ryan Burrow.